is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Fantastic to have you on board. I'd like to discuss the amount of money that is spent on pets. I'm not just talking about the toys that people buy. I'm talking about the haircuts they might get. And I'm also talking about a trend that's taken off in Melbourne where it's to do with dogs.
That gerbil trend?
No, that's a different sort of pet.
Sorry.
And certainly nothing I'd be interested in.
That was one hell of a party, wasn't it, Tom?
It was a weird one, Tommy, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, for some of us, the party's still going, guys, and I'll just ask you to...
But to turn up in that outfit dressed as your favourite memory, I thought was really weird.
Yeah.
Just to give you a heads up, they do need to breathe at certain stages.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'll stand up.
That's great, because it smelled like a rat had died.
Oh, my apologies,
My bum. Let's move on.
It's my bum in the system.
Guys, we're better than this. No, we're not.
Sorry,
it's a
Jess,
Friday
I'm so
podcast.
sorry.
Jess, I'm so sorry.
For the
Jess.
hills.
Has Pauline Hanson arrived, has she? Come on, give us one, Jess. Here we go.
Slowly go on, feed him a sneaky little one, Jess.
Go on.
This is for the girls.
Yes, it is, Pauline.
This is it. This is the big one.
Hey, Pauline, do you know if the bar's open yet? Is there any beers on the go?
Oh, the bar tab's on, is it?
Where do I
Up at
get
the
it?
bar.
Up at the
Do you
bar.
know who I saw at the bar with Pauline Hanson? I was walking past
Are you
one of the
joking?
pubs.
Yeah.
It was Queen Kong.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Queen Kong and Pauline Hanson having one at the bar?
Yeah.
Was it a big one?
Well, it was for...
This is for the girls.
Was it a big one?
it was...
This is it. This is the big one.
Yeah, it was.
It was a big one. Thank you, Paul. We've completely lost the
Over
plot.
crack. I tell you.
Let's talk pets later on in the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about streaking. It must be. I mean, a lot of it is planned. You're ready to go,
Yeah.
and oh man, it must be nerve-wracking. You've obviously had a couple of beers.
Mm-hmm.
Do I take the top off now? Do I jump the fence now? That security guard's looking at me, and then all of a sudden it's time to run.
Bang.
Run.
You're off.
Bang. Run.
Okay, so this is over in the States. It was the top of the ninth inning. The Cincinnati Reds were down by 3 to the Cleveland Guardians, who are at bat. The last thing that the Reds needed was a steal. The crowd, says here, were amply inebriated with the 3-2-1 special that was going on at the moment. Whip, this is you all over. 3-2-1, $3 beers, $2 hot dogs, $1 ice creams.
Oh, my God. Line me up.
It was a Tuesday night promotion, and it was at the Great American Ballpark. Everyone was going crazy. Run William Hendon. On he goes, onto the field.
Go, Willie.
Hendon, wearing his Johnny Bench jersey, booked it for the Reds outfielder Tyler Freeman. He runs up to Tyler Freeman. He goes for the high five. Tyler Freeman, holding his composure, says, "No, I'm not giving you a high five. You're a streaker. We don't need you out here." So then Hendon runs off. Everyone's cheering. Now, there's cops. There's not security guards. There's cops around the ground. So a cop runs over to him. And then all of a sudden, William Hendon stops in the middle of the ground. This is on page 3 of the Daily Telegraph today. Stops, the cop gets to him. William Hendon then does a backflip.
Extraordinary backflip.
And the cop is not too happy because I think he gets clipped with his legs as he's doing the backflip.
Right.
William Hendon then goes to run off, and the cop gets out his taser and tasers him to the ground.
Now, the design of the taser was instead of a gun, right?
Yep.
There's no harm to the police officer and there's no harm to anybody else on the
No.
field. There's no situation that's out of control right now. That
don't-
cop should not have drawn a taser.
You don't need to taser the poor kid. William Hendon then ends up in jail the whole night. The next morning has to go to court, but even the judge was on his side. Have a listen to William Hendon with the judge in court.
Hi, Mr. Hendon. How are you? Have you seen any of the videos that people captured? No. Quite a few. Yeah. That's what I've heard. Everybody thinks you landed that backflip.
Pretty sure I did.
Pretty sure I did.
For sure I did.
So he just got a fine and he's gone. He's on his way.
I mean, that's step one of streaking or pitch invasion is to pass the hat around, isn't it? And go, all right, is there 5,000? We got guys, can you just confirm? Transfer the money now. We've got 5,000. We do? All right, off with the clothes. Here I go.
If you ever get a chance,
Run.
though, to have a look, it is very, very funny because I think everyone at some stage of their lives or have a pool room or something in the house where you'll put up, I don't know, maybe a sporting achievement when you were younger. It could be a jersey that you had that means a lot to you. William Hendon has got one of the greatest photos of a cop tasering him with his mouth open. That's in the page. It's on page 3 of the Daily Telegraph today. That has to be framed and go up in his pool room.
Well done, Billy. Straight to the pool room.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Love to know what you've spent money on your pet for and how much, because it's going through the roof. Tommy, you jumped in before and said, go on, you tell the story.
Oh, yeah, my friends just spent $800 giving their cats a haircut because they've got 2 cats, they're long hair cats, and they need to be sedated.
Trimming their cats.
Yeah, to have their haircut. So $800.
That's a disgrace.
Yeah.
Why would you buy a cat that needed to be sedated for a haircut because its hair was too long?
Well, you might not know until you've bought the cat. And then
why would you buy a
have to-
cat knowing it was a long-haired thing that needed to be trimmed?
Well, you don't love cats.
I don't like cats at all. I find them quite bizarre and misleading.
Well, you should wait to hear what they say about you.
Cats?
Oh, God.
What, Rub Tug Tugger from the musical?
Well, maybe we should sedate Whip to get his haircut. I think the last time you did have your haircut, your hairdresser was sedated.
It's not about me. Lisa's called through to say she spent a fortune on her pet, which is me. This Melburnians. What's going on, guys? You've lost your mind. There is now a business called DogFit. So we all know that a lab can get a bit fat and end up looking like a sheep. So they now have fitness coaches for your dog.
It's not a bad idea.
Now, you don't take your dog to the PT. The PT comes to you because this PT for your dog brings a mobile treadmill to your house. So this isn't a dog walker. The walker can't even be bothered walking.
Yeah.
He just turns up with a doggy mill, and the dog, the fat lab, gets on the treadmill, and he charges $60 for 20 minutes while he stands there, and the dog just rolls it over on the treadmill.
Do you reckon the dog would give up after one day with a PT like you did?
That's a completely different question. I don't think this dog's trying to get on the front of Dog's Health. Canine Health. There's a magazine idea. Canine Health. Look at the abs on that Ridgeback.
Oh, my gosh. Have a look at that beagle. I wouldn't mind having a piece of that.
Oh, my God. That Spoodle has the best biceps I've ever seen. Craig, how much have you spent, buddy?
Between 30 to 32 grand.
What on, Craig?
What?
We got our dog. We paid $140 for our dog, and we had him for about 3-4 months, and he had hip dysplasia.
Oh,
so
he had bad
we were
hips.
given 3 options, so we were like, he's young, let's spend 10 grand on a new hip replacement for him. Why not, eh?
I can tell you why not.
And then that lasted about a year, and I was walking behind him and just noticed it's a bit funny, so I said to Kate, I was like, doesn't seem right. So we went back, and the ball joint had come loose, so back on the surgery table, new ball joint, and then that lasted about a week, and then pulled everything out, so, surgeries with drugs and everything on top of that, and yeah.
There must be moments, Craig, where you look at that dog and you just go, you mongrel. You've only got a couple of years left in you too, and it must be tough for you, Craig.
Oh, yeah, I felt like taking him for a walk.
Craig, you've got kids, do you, mate?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
See, it's a different story if you didn't have kids, I reckon. Things change. See, our friends just bought a black lab, and unfortunately, they've already
just a
spent...
lab, mate.
Well, they've already...
Yeah, mate, 2024.
don't see colour.
It's just it's a normal Labrador.
I don't
That's
see
all it
colour.
is.
They were trying to work out whether they wanted a chocolate. They went with a black lab, and the thing was, it's had a bad knee, and it's like 3 months old. So they've spent $10,000 getting a knee done, and they've said that this dog's going to have problems for its entire life. So they've now had to break the kids' hearts and hand the dog back to the breeder.
Oh, my gosh.
And the breeder's going to give them another one.
Shay in Richmond, you got a cat. What's happened with your cat, Shay?
Hi, guys. Whenever I go out, I like my cat to match in with what I'm wearing, and I spent just over $1,000 on a pretty bow and a little outfit for my cat.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Shay. You realise you're on radio at the moment. I assume you've changed your name.
Is it a brand, Shay? A special brand, or?
Yeah, it was. It was. I found it online, and I loved it, and it matched one of my outfits, and I bought it. She wears it every time.
Shay, what's the name of the brand, do you know?
I can't remember. It was a long, long time ago.
Okay.
We've got many different bows and outfits.
Oh, right, okay. So it's not just the one. You've really invested on making sure your outfit matches your cat.
Yeah, why not?
Shay, where do you get to show people these two outfits? I mean, where can you? What event can you take your cat to?
We just go for walks and stuff, or go to the local cafe and anywhere, really.
What, you take your cat on a lead?
Yeah.
Do many people do that, Shay?
Not really, no.
No, that's okay. Not many people spend $1,000 on an outfit.
I told you recently about BJ's mum, didn't I?
What happened? What did she do?
BJ's mum and sister have Pomeranians.
Pomeranians, yep.
And I didn't know this, but purebred Pomeranians they sell for around about $5,000 a puppy. So they said, let's breed. Awesome. Yeah, we'll do the hard yards, 6 weeks vaccinations. So they had... What did they have? They had 4 pups.
Yeah.
The 5th pup wouldn't come out. So they had to take it into the vet and have a C-section. $10,000 for the C-section. Then, right, so they're only going to make from the $4,000, they're going to make another $10,000, right?
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Okay, so we've got 10 left in the tank to play with.
After they've had the babies, the mum runs out of the house, gets hit by a car. It's okay, but exactly the same thing. Shatters its hip, goes in for another one. That one's $12,000. They're $2,000 down.
We're going to have to up the price on the puppies.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Beat the blues with a cheeky winter weekender. From cozy hinterland cabins to sun-soaked resorts. Book it all and more on the What If app. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Take me away! Nova's Trip a Day. Win your perfect holiday.
Oh, man, I'm in Port Douglas right now on the beach. Yeah. I've snuck into the Shangri-La pool. You know that big pool that just goes around everywhere?
Sheraton Mirage.
Yeah, it is the Sheraton Mirage.
Yes, that's okay, mate. I'm quite particular about my hotels.
Even if you don't stay there, you can sneak into that pool if you can do it. But you're staying at the Hibiscus Resort and Spa. You got 2 nights accommodation.
Beautiful.
Jamie in Wiseman's Ferry, you're going to Port Douglas.
Jamie.
You bloody beauty.
Ever been to Port Douglas before, Jamie?
Never been there, mate, no.
Oh, it's magical. You're flying to Cairns, then you've got this road trip along the coast to Port Douglas, and it is just the best. God's country, mate.
Oh, you ripper. Oh, I can't wait.
No, you're beautiful, Jamie.
Are you married, Jamie? Have you got a love of your life?
I have got a love of my life, yes.
There's a great restaurant. What is it called, Tommy?
Nautilus.
Nautilus.
Yeah.
It's basically up in the forest.
Oh, my God.
Jamie, you can look into your partner's eyes and finally tell her that you love her, mate. I know it's been a long time.
Jamie, what's her name, buddy?
Kelly.
Kelly and Jamie, sitting in a tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Okay, mate. Well done, mate. That's all yours. We've got another one to give away. Okay, so the new one is a romantic getaway for 2 in Kangaroo Valley. How good is Kangaroo Valley? All right, this is thanks to What If. 2 nights accommodation for you and that special someone. And you know what? You got to listen out for Beyonce today. Beyonce is a massive Kangaroo Valley fan. I know that. Her and Jay-Z are there regularly.
Quite often, yeah.
Every time you hear a Beyonce song today, 13 24 10, give us a call. You'll go into the running for that trip to Kangaroo Valley.
How good is that?
Beat the Blue. Go on. Beat the Blues with a cheeky winter weekender from cozy hinterland cabins to sun-soaked resorts. Book it all and more on the What If app. What if it's Aussie for travel?
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Actually, just talking about where Kate Ritchie is.
We
at the
don't
moment.
know. We've got no idea.
She is back Monday for everybody, and we're very excited to find out a little bit more. We know she's been filming a television show, but we have no idea where she's been.
I've launched a campaign. Come home, Kate.
I reckon it's in Gosford. I don't know. It could be somewhere else.
I think it's further away than Gosford. I hope so. We don't know. It's a great mystery.
Linda in Annandale, what do you want to talk about this morning, Linda?
Oh, I'm so excited, guys. It's, as you said, great day for sports lovers.
Leichhardt Oval.
Leichhardt
The
Oval,
funding.
$40 million.
Linda,
Yeah.
What a facelift.
Who is the one man that you've had your eyes on over the years for the West Tigers, Linda?
Well, it's spoiled for choice.
You are spoilt for choice, but you've sat at that ground a couple of times, Linda, haven't you?
I have. I'm just so excited. The Tigers, we're struggling this year. I'm sure this is going to make all the difference. And thank you for your advocacy, boys. I'm sure you've brought this deal home with the government.
It was definitely us.
Totally.
I rang them yesterday and they offered me 39. I said I need 40. Let's round it out, guys.
I was there that day that little stand came down for the Joey's game versus Riverview. And oh my gosh, if there ever was a day, a proof that they needed to do something to that oval.
Yep. Well, that's going to be upgraded, and so's the entire grandstand too. Karen in Picton, hello.
Morning, guys. Happy Friday.
Oh, I'm excited about what you're going to share, Karen, because yesterday we launched a brand new segment called Dob a Slob.
Dob a Slob.
Do you live with a slob?
Yes. Look, I work with a slob. I missed out yesterday. I share an office with a group of 6 girls, and we just employed a male operator. Now, he comes with all his things from his previous work, and he pulls out this jar full of nail clippings.
You've got to be kidding me.
He has been with us for about 4 weeks, and apparently he has kept this jar for about 4 years, 4 to 5 years.
Have you found out why?
I don't know. He just says, I just like keeping my nail clippings. I don't like to throw them. So
that's disgusting.
I've kept them with me in all my other jobs.
That's
so
really
I know. So here we are, working next to him, and all we could hear religiously is his clipping, and he makes sure that if one drops on the floor, he definitely picks it up and puts it in the jar religiously.
Karen, that is unbelievable.
I mean, it's worth trying to hide the jar, at least for one day, Karen, to see the madness in his reaction.
No, he has it there. So we had one of the other ladies come across, and she hid it for him when he was on a day off, and he just went crazy. It's like he just needs to keep his nails.
So how long have you been hooking up with him for?
Karen, that is...
No, he's a work...
Just, we've all had work colleagues, Karen.
Yuck, we can't do this anymore.
Well done on Dobberslob. You're the winner today.
Okay, Lauren in Hurstville, what do you want to talk about, Loz?
Hey, guys. Morning. I remember a few months ago, Nova was playing the top European hits, and it was such a good segment. So I thought so many of my colleagues and friends are going to Europe this summer, Tomorrowland. I have such FOMO. It'd be so good if you guys brought that back on, a Friday night, something like that.
Yeah, okay, play some music from Tomorrowland.
So Tomorrowland is the biggest dance festival in the world, isn't it, Lauren?
Yes.
Have you been shredding?
Oh, my God, I'm trying. It's so hard with work, and I'm not going, so what's the point?
Lauren, I thought cost of living would have sort of shut down a lot of the Euro travel for this year, but all your friends are going, are they?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, the Sydney-siders, I guess, can afford it.
Okay, so who's European dance music? Is it Tiesto? Is it that kind of... Is that what we're looking at?
David Guetta.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, it would be so sick to actually hear, what the top hits are in those countries. That's what you guys played last time, in France, Spain.
Yep.
And some of them were actually, their language.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
that
right,
was
Tommy,
good.
can we play a big Euro song, like a Bob Sinclair?
We should play that next. Why don't we do that?
You know the
absolutely.
What is the number one viewed YouTube clip in the world? That's your answer to the biggest song.
Well, isn't it Despacito?
It's Despacito.
No, we're not playing that.
That is... that's where I really dance.
I just got Bob Sinclair over the line and you've gone with Despacito, you mongrel. Kylie in Ryde, what do you want to talk about, Kylie?
Hey, morning, boys.
Morning.
Was just going to thank you, actually, Fitzy, for bringing up about the dog poo, because it's really doing my head in.
You got a poo crisis?
I've got kids. 100%. I've got kids that I take to sport on the weekend. Yeah. And obviously, actually 2 weeks ago, the kids got back into the car and we were trying to work out if they were stinky from the being sweaty or actually stinky from the dog poo. And of course, there's a poo stuck in their shoes.
Yeah, Mr. Stinky.
And it's just the worst because like people who don't know how to pick up the dog poo don't bloody have a dog.
Yeah,
So simple.
Kylie, everybody's had that moment with the footy boots where you're out the back or out the front and you're just digging it out with a stick and you're hoping the poo doesn't flick on you.
I just, you know, there's people out there as well that go to the effort of putting it in the bag, but then can't put the bag in the bin. They'll just leave the bag. Why would you go to the effort of picking it up, tying it up, and then leaving it on the ground?
You see that all the
absolute
time.
Idiots.
You see that all the time, just a steaming bag.
Do you really liked Karen with Dobber Slob this morning, didn't you?
Dobber Slob, yeah.
Karen, you're going to the VIP, your VIP Good Food and Wine show for you, young lady.
Thank you, guys. That's fabulous.
Thank you, Karen, and thank you to your friend who keeps his nail clippings in a jar on his desk at work. Yuck.
Yes, as a trophy.
As
Well
a
done,
trophy,
Karen.
you're right.
Get ready for good food, good wine and good times at the Good Food and Wine Show. ICC Sydney, 21st of Good to 23rd of Good of June. Drink responsibly and good.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's get into it, guys. Riddle time. Play along. First riddle, guys. You answer me, although I never ask you questions. What am I?
Telephone.
Bang, an easy one. Yeah. Just a little bit. She makes the chicken sandwiches and answers riddles. What about this? What about this one? I am full of holes, but strong as steel.
No, hang on. Start again.
I am full of holes, but strong as steel. What am I?
A colander.
No, a cheese grater.
But nays, it's not correct.
Or a cheese grater.
No.
We're up the right alley or the street.
You up the... You're dancing on the right corner of the back lane.
A window?
No.
Steel. It's something that's steel that has holes in it.
Well, a colander isn't steel.
A chain.
No, I know that.
Ryan James goes back.
Oh. And I thought you didn't care about this.
I don't.
Normally you'd switched off.
Oh, very nice.
Have you done a Borat?
Oh, wow.
Go again, Jess.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, that'll catch on.
That's a double nice.
Oh, my God. Very topical. Very Rebel Wilson.
Well, it is. Bit of Sacha Baron Cohen on a Friday morning.
People listening from all over the world. Earl's Court in London,
Oh,
guys.
hi.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
Well
beautiful part of the world, Earl's Court.
Oh, mate, this time of the year
I
in
know
Earl's Court.
the station. You'd get off there.
I used to get my hair done around the corner.
No, you didn't. Where else?
Wasn't Princess Diana an Earl? She was an Earl, the Earl of Spencer.
Yeah, Earl of Spencer. Yeah, that's Declan who's over there. We've got Vaya's listening from Kingsgrove. Clearly not coming into work today, Vaya.
Mr. Worldwide.
Fire and integration.
Yeah, Bettina's in Smithfield.
Oh, Bettina.
We've got people in Caboolture,
Bettina.
all over the
You
world.
got people in
guys.
Caboolture?
Yeah, no, Caboolture.
Oh, that's an interesting drink. Split open belly and 3 sore feet. Although I'm mainly light, there is some dark in me. What am I?
Is it Potbelly
piano.
Stove?
Sorry, Ryan James.
A piano.
Ba 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 ba.
That is so uncultured of you.
Getting riddle with it.
Do you know Fitzy's grandmother was the first woman to play a piano in a beer garden?
With
Yeah,
a
that's it.
schooner of beer.
Yeah.
You were lucky you got that right.
Yeah.
You had to think about it.
That wasn't Auntie Trish.
Hazel.
Hazel
What a
Fitzgerald.
great name.
And what could she do, Fitz, with her teeth?
Well, she could take them out. And she could play with the other hand while she took her teeth out. Then she would put it into the schooner, and then she would pick up the schooner, drink the schooner, and put her teeth back
She
in
did not.
while
What a
still playing
skill.
with the left hand.
See what I mean?
Oh, see, I thought I could do everything.
No, you
I've
can't,
got
mate.
some stuff to learn.
You got a lot to learn. Here we go. I am served at a table, but not by wait staff. I'm small, white and round, and often fast. What am I?
Table tennis.
Bang, a
Ball.
ping pong ball.
Someone wrote that one, didn't they?
Getting riddle with it.
Remember we went to
Did
that?
you write that one?
We went to
They
that.
scream written by a team member. Why?
Is that a subpar riddle?
Tom, do you remember
You're
that?
lucky I didn't go with the other riddle about a ping pong
Do you remember
ball.
that?
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.